to the Famous Now Show, powered by the Fishbowl Radio Network. Jump in. Hosted by the one and only Darius Ealy, a.k.a. Frankie Van Gogh, a.k.a. Mr. Never Satisfied. Today's episode is being sponsored by audiobooks.com. Audiobooks.com allows customers to choose from 125,000 plus of the bestsellers and the hottest titles in romance, mystery, fiction, and many other genres. Audiobooks can be downloaded directly to iPhone or Android apps, stream instantly from the car, or while you're making dinner. Anytime, anywhere. Sign up with the link that's being dropped into the chat. You have a free 30-day trial on the Famous Now Show. So, Gary, can we get a little music, man? We got a special guy in this building, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna close this thing up because we're gonna have a genuine conversation.
I'm with that.
Off script.
Off the script.
We got somebody in here, man, that's for sure a brother of the cloth, the A5A.
06.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we have to rep that ice cold game. But we have a special guy in here. His name is CEO Adam Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Adam, man, from the Day and Night Watch Company, man. Some of the craziest designs I've seen thus far, man.
Appreciate you.
I'm actually rocking one right now, man. What is this one called?
This one's the one you got on, man. It's the Thutmose 3.
The Thutmose 3, okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the names. Like, I know it's a special name behind connection.
So I named all my watches after the pharaohs, man. You know, okay. Before there was kings and queens, man, I went towards the pharaohs direction because that's where it all started, man. When you're talking about royalty itself,
yeah,
we talking about the pharaohs, and that's where the names actually came from.
That's for sure. Now, before we dive deep into the watch brands, because you know you see these beautiful watches right here, and you could use our code, the Famous Now. You use Famous Now. And check out and get a 15% discount on these watches right here. So please make sure you go by Day and Night Watch Company.
Yeah.
And add that code in there and you'll get 15% off. But before we dive into the watches, because we got to know the before, right?
The before.
The before is the most important part. So the before, where originally where you from?
I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas. That's where I actually grew up, on the west side of Fort Worth. 776108, that's the area code. Okay. Man, the 817 stand up, you already know.
For sure.
But yeah, that's where I'm from, man.
Went to Fort Worth ISD?
Yep. I guess you could say it's Fort Worth ISD now. Brewer High School, man. That's where I went to.
Okay.
Class of 04.
For sure. All right, Brewer High School, class 04. You play a little ball there, right?
All day.
Okay. What you play, man? What position?
Football was always the position, man. You know, that's
football was the position.
I was running back, man. I was thoroughbred.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so from Brewer High School, you went on to go to Kansas Wesleyan.
Yeah,
right?
I went to Kansas Wesleyan.
Okay.
Went there for a short period of time until I got injured.
Okay.
And then I had to come back home, man, and actually end up transferring to Texas Wesleyan. And that's where I got my bachelor's degree, in business.
Yeah. And look at what Texas Wesleyan creates products, guys.
Yes, it is.
So big ups to you, Texas Wesleyan. That's major. So you got your business degree from Texas Wesleyan. How much time did you spend working that business degree?
Man, I would say it took me about 2.5 years to actually go through the business degree. Once I actually was able to get in and knock that whole thing out, man, it was ready to roll. You know what I mean? So it took some time, but we was able to get in and get out.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
So, and Texas Wesleyan is a private institution.
Yes,
right?
it is.
Okay. So being that you was able to come back home, how well did you adapt from leaving Kansas to coming back to Texas? How was it?
It's home.
It's home.
You know what I mean? But the only thing I would highly recommend is not going to school at home. And the reason why I say that is because is home. So, you know what I mean? You have to actually be, if you don't have that type of capability of putting your priorities first, then it can, you know, being home can get in the way of, you know, bad situations, bad, you know, bad concepts and stuff like that can actually be able to get in the way of what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I had to, you know, really move myself away.
Yeah.
So
in a previous article I read that he talked about being back home and the struggles of not going the opposite direction,
right?
And such of the positive path that you're going on, that you're taking.
Right.
You talked about the struggles of rent, you know, getting away from that. What exactly did you mean by that? Elaborate.
Yeah. So the main thing for me, man, is I came from, you know, a situation where, you know, I actually ended up going to jail. Nothing for, you know, anything legality. It was just tickets. You know what I'm saying? And with Fort Worth, man, they don't play around with those those tickets. So it was one of those type of things where it gave me a full reality check. And so I ended up having to go home, you know, and once I got home, I sat down at a similar table like we're sitting at right now.
Business table.
And I told myself, man, I was like, okay, I got to do something that's not been completed.
Yeah.
If I don't, I'm going to end up becoming a stereotype. And that was something I just told myself. I was like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And so I just sat down. I just kept on thinking, man, what did I not complete? What did I not complete? And mind you, I'm working 24/7, man. You know what I mean? I'm doing my whole 9. You know what I mean? Just working. But the thing I didn't complete was my degree.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, man, well, then I guess that's what I need to do, because it was just kept on coming back in my mind. Like, listen, you got to finish that. You got to finish that. So I ended up going back to school, and then after that, I was like, all right, I'm back to school, doing that whole process, went through that, and then it was after that, it was just like, okay, well, I got to move away from my hometown.
Yeah.
And I had to, you know what I'm saying, to actually be able to focus on this, and not only this, but also as well, I got to pay all these tickets, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep myself, you know, out of position. So I moved to the north side of, you know, Fort Worth, and actually went to, you know, in the Haltom City area, man, and just started working 2 jobs, man, just to clear that. But at the same time, man, I was going through my own personal struggles at that time. Didn't have insurance, you know what I mean? I could have asked, you know, I didn't want to ask my peoples for any type of money or anything else like that. I told myself, I'm going to be a man and actually take care of myself.
Yeah.
So, mind you, me and my old lady was actually, you know, getting together at around that time frame also as well. So it was one of those type of things where we had a long distance relationship that was in between that. But I told her, I was like, man, it's a priority for me to take care of myself first thing first if I'm going to be able to call myself provider for you.
Right. It's major.
And it was major for me to do that. So there was times, man, I ain't have no food. You know what I mean? I'm eating pinto beans out of the can. You know what I mean? That type of, it was at that stage, man. It was really that. And then on top of that, I have a seizure disorder. So I ain't have no medication actually, but I had to take care of my seizures. So I was going months without that.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? Didn't say nothing to my folks, man. I was just, you know,
just making it.
You know what I mean? Just you know, it's that test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just kept on pushing myself, man. And I was putting myself in school, trying to push through, you know what I'm saying, do all this stuff all at once.
Man. So you going through all this at one time?
At one time. And so I had to make it to that point where I was like, okay, man, it's a lot to take in, but I couldn't give up.
Yeah.
I was on a mission, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to keep on doing it.
Yeah.
And by the time it got to where I could breathe, and I knew, like, okay, I got tickets cleared. Boom. Okay. Now I got, you know, this is taken care of. I don't have to work 2 jobs. I could work 1.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, I got that taken care of. All right, I'm almost done with school.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, I got that taken care of. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I'm in love with my wife. You know what I mean? This is my lady. So I'm like, okay, I'm planning on proposing. So okay, now I got enough money to actually be able to, you know, buy her, you know, engagement ring. All right, boom. Okay, we're gonna do that. So all this stuff was going through, man, and I just kept on, you know, I felt myself falling in the path where I was actually supposed to be going. Instead of actually, you know, maneuvering, going left and right, up and down, side to side, I was really on a narrow path and just kept on riding it.
Yeah.
And June, you know what I'm saying? I was going to say June 2013, man, I got engaged with my wife. She, you know, it was a couple of days before her graduation.
Yeah.
And then she moved here from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Oh, wow. That's
and, you know what I
man.
mean? And then we stayed, we lived together for about 6 months. And then the day before my graduation, we got married.
Oh,
in December.
Man, that's what's up, bro. That's big.
Yeah, man. So we've been going strong. Now going on, you know, December makes 9 years.
9
together.
years.
Been married for, you know, been together for almost 11. Almost
man,
11.
that's major.
Yeah, man.
And she came here. She believed in what you was doing.
Believed in everything I was doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was the ultimate blessing. And she's really the reason what made me do the full 180 in the first place. Because I was like, man, listen, if I'm going to, you know, be in love with somebody, I got to be a, you know what I'm saying? Our job is to be able to provide, protect, and prevent.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's our priority.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I was like, listen, and I told her straight up, I was like, if I'm going to be able to call myself taking care of you, I got to take care of myself first thing first. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And so after that was all said and done, man, we've been rolling.
So married for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
You now have a son, right?
Yeah, we got baby boy.
Baby boy. You said 3-year-old. Right?
Yeah, going on.
Getting ready to be 3.
About to be
June.
3. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to baby boy, man.
Yeah, easy.
Easy. Okay. Now, when you look at your son, shout out to baby boy, man.
Yeah, easy.
When you look at your son, and you think about what you're building here,
mm-hmm.
how much do you think about legacy?
That's number one priority.
Number one priority.
That's number one priority, because I want him to understand what it takes to get to where we are today. You know what I'm saying? The name itself, that's exactly what this speaks about. You know what I mean? Because all the battles I went through, all the trials and tribulations, I had that one timepiece that I still have to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's at the top right side of one of my boxes right now. You know what I mean? I can look at it every single day, and it keeps on reminding me every single day, man, hey, don't forget exactly where you came from. Don't forget what got you to this position.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? And that was the main reason why, you know, Day and Night was that's how the name came into play.
Yeah.
Because it was 24/7 grinding. You doing this every single day, every single night, man, non-stop. It don't matter what the whole concept situation, what everybody battle went through. We all went through that type of adversity, some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And so that was the priority for me. And so I want him to understand, like, you know, this is your legacy also as well, man. Because I mean, you know, I'm planning on passing this down to him. That's the goal. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I want him to understand, like, don't forget what your dad had to do to get here.
So how often you plan on reminding him, like, bro, I had to bust my butt. Like, I had to go and get it. Like, you came from having to pay all these bills, these tickets, you know what I'm saying, surviving. Yeah. You even put your health at risk. Yeah. To make it happen. Yeah. And to put yourself in a position, bro. How often do you reminisce on that, and how often will you remind your child?
I reminisce on that every day.
Yeah.
Honestly. To remind him, God willing, I hope I don't have to.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And that's really the reason why, is because I know in my heart and my soul, you know what I'm saying, as long as, you know, God keep me here, I'm going to raise this dude to be a better man than me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Compared to any type of situation, but he's going to be a 10 times better man and be 10 times prepared than I was. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's the priority. That's imperative for me, is, you know, and I made that vow that he's going to become a better man than me. For sure. So not only that, but he's going to become an alpha man on top of that.
Oh, man, he got it. Man, if you're watching right now, you have to be an alpha man.
Alpha man, absolutely.
It's no other way. It's no other way.
Yeah. So all those things, all those traits, man, you know what I mean? It's being bestowed upon him without him even knowing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the thing is, it's not going to be a reminder for me. It's just me being grateful and showing him, man, you know, be grateful for what you receive. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whatever path he's going to be his own man at the end of the day. I can't fight those battles for him. He's going to have to actually be able to learn how to do it on his own, just like I did. But for the most part, at least his father's gonna be there to actually be able to say, hey man, you know, you need to shape this up.
Yeah. Let's do
this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not have that, you know, in his mind like, oh man, I'm alone on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna push him hard.
You with him though.
I'm with him.
Yeah.
Though, you know what I mean?
And that's real.
Yeah.
And so that same push. So I know that you talked to me a little bit about the build of your brand, like coming from the concept of day and night.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the really cool thing that I was really interested in during research, I found that your wife also has a business that you help market and promote.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that business.
Yeah, she has her own meal prepping brand called Chef Shabi and Sumai.
Okay.
Where she's actually doing this type of collaboration with her mother.
Nice. Okay.
So they both actually doing this, you know, this whole type of gourmet chef, and she preps meals throughout the whole DFW area.
Oh man.
And she's doing the dang thing, man. Honestly.
Yes. Make sure you look in that camera and tell her. Make sure you give that name, the brand, the social media handle if you can.
Yeah. So their social media is going to be at Chef Shabi Isumai. Mai is MAIE, so that way you guys should be able to know how to spell it. But you know, for the most part, our Facebook is also at Chef Shabi Isumai.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so now we got these two big brands in the house, right?
Uh-huh.
We got Day and Night. And we got Chef Shabi.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious to know what type of conversations y'all are having about building, because I mean, each of you guys have successful businesses, and I know that you pushing one another with the drive. So I'm curious to know what those conversations are like about this.
Man, the thing is, my wife and I, we balance each other in so many levels.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I say we balance each other because she is the laid back, I'ma go with the flow, take my time, one step at a time type of person. I'm one of those type of guys who is a straight aggressive, let's get it.
Yeah.
And so, her, I'm like, okay, man, come on, we gotta push. And she tells me, hey, man, you need to slow down.
Yeah.
So we balance each other out in so many ways, you know what I mean? And sometimes we butt heads, but for the most part, man, you know, our goal is to divide and conquer together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's doing what she loves, I'm doing what I love, and we having that capability of just being able to say, hey, babe, it's working. This is what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? This is what we got to do. And then I'm, helping her with her brand, and she's helping me saying, hey, you try this, let's try this, go this type of direction. And we're doing different type of things, man, on a consistent basis, but we constantly make sure that we are enjoying life.
Yeah.
First thing first, and
sure.
enjoying, just being a family. That's more of a priority for us than just the business itself.
For sure.
And so we wanted to go towards that type of direction. Yeah, we're doing this, but for the most part, let's just enjoy being here. Because I mean, tomorrow's not promised. We know that.
You here today, gone tomorrow. You gotta enjoy
tomorrow.
it. You have to enjoy it, man.
Enjoy it.
It's real.
One day at a time. One day at a time.
Man, so let's take some time right quick, man. Let's look at these watches. Let's come on around here.
Yeah, sure.
Let's stand and let's actually explain some of these watches right quick.
Okay. So you have these two are the women's. This is gonna be the Nido Chris.
Okay.
The Hashi Sit.
Okay.
The Xerxes.
Okay.
Josher.
Uh-huh.
The Thutmose 3, which is what you have.
Yes, sir.
And the Tutankhamun, which is what I got on right now.
Okay.
So, all around.
Okay.
These are all stainless steel, 316L stainless steel timepieces. You also got that sapphire crystal that's going to be on the top of it.
Yeah.
And then the water resistant is a 5 ATM or a 50 meter water resistant. So that basically means that you can jump in the pool with this thing. You can actually take a shower. So any type of, hard manual labor type of cats who actually are in the landscape or actually doing, construction, they can actually wear this type of watch.
Yeah.
They don't got to worry about it breaking apart or getting destroyed.
Oh, man.
So my goal was to go towards the direction of actually giving timepieces that not only fit, that luxurious man, but also that everyday man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That has to go through that type of direction. And so by the time I actually figured out that that was a priority for me.
Yeah.
I wanted to give them something where you have that attire that goes up and down. You can wear this watch with your tuxedo, and you can wear it with your sweats. That's the reason why I kept it simplistic, no extra. You know what I mean? It's a simplistic, laid back type of watch where you can actually put it with everything and anything you throw at it. And
it has such a great look to it, and good feel, man. It's very cool watch. Like, make sure again you go to Day and Night Watch Company and get this watch. Make sure you use the Phamous Now code for 15% off.
Phamous Now, 15% off.
So you talk a lot about having a team, and I love that about you, because when you walk through the door, you talked about your team helping you out, you know, doing something. I reached out. You gave me a graphic from your team yesterday.
Yeah.
I like that because that sets a precedence. Like, I didn't do this by myself.
Facts.
I couldn't do this by myself.
Big facts.
So how many people on your team for right now?
I have a total of 5 people as of right now.
Five. Okay. Shout out to the team. Shout out to the team. Sure. So all 5 of them, was it a collective unite thing? Like, y'all came together and said, man, let's build this thing?
Nah, man, it was really one of those type of things where I had to make it an initiative, and it was something to be able to say, man, they believe in what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it was everybody's on the same page.
Sure.
When we was talking about the conversations, when we had personal battles, everybody had their own type of, you know, trials and tribulations.
For sure.
And so when I told them, I was like, listen, man, if you working for Day and Night or you team Day and Night, it's because you believe what it took to actually be able to get you to this position.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I ain't want nobody on my team that wasn't, you know, on the same page. I do that. I'm the exact same way with my influencers.
Yeah.
I'm the exact same way with anybody who is trying to help build this brand to something bigger than what it is.
For
it's
sure. Basically
people who are on the exact same mindset as I am.
Yeah.
To say, hey, man, this is what got me here today.
Yeah.
And
that's important.
That's important.
To have a community of like-minded people.
Exactly.
Driving the same path. We're driving for a certain mission.
Yeah.
And I like that. I really like that. Your company seems so it's new. I know it's new. Because you said it's only been out for around April 8th. So
new
1 month.
1 month.
1 month.
Full month.
And
yeah.
very successful though. Very successful.
Yeah.
Man,
such a blessing, man.
I really love my black joint, man. But I'm looking at the Rose Gold joint, and man, tell me which one is the most popular one right now? What's going on? What's the most popular?
Ooh, the most popular?
Yeah.
I would say it's the Josher.
Yeah.
That Most Story, man. Those are my most popular by demand. By demand. Honestly, those two are popping off more than anything.
Man.
And it's just because a lot of people don't think, you know, that Rose Gold, man. That Rose Gold is, you know, for them cats who like to bring out that swag.
Oh, yeah.
Colors, you know what I'm saying?
They swag,
Swag, you know
Suits
what I mean?
and, yeah, okay.
So they want to bring them out, and they were like, yo, man, if I would have, I had one dude was like, yo, if I would have wore this the other day with this suit, he was like, yo, I would have been home. He was like, let me go ahead and get that, man. I gotta get that right now. It's just been those type of vibes that I received, man. And that's the thing, man. I wanted to go for that dress up, dress down. For every person, everybody.
So because this is so new, like very fresh, I know I see you every day promoting, marketing. You hitting the ground every day, and I respect that. But recently you just went to like an open event where they allowed you to kind of show off your watches, your watch collection. And I know it was like, was it a Greek event you said?
Yeah, it was a Greek event.
So a Greek event. Shout out to the Alphas, of course, man.
Yeah.
So this Greek event, you said you had so much success.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the feedback that you received.
The feedback I received, man, it was just, it was on a level where everybody was saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I love what you got here.
Yeah.
Man, I like that. I like that one. I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I need to get that one. Man, I didn't think I was gonna buy a watch.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna buy a watch today. I was thinking about buying paraphernalia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was those type of vibes
Yeah.
I was actually receiving, man. But it was just nothing but positive vibes that I was receiving from everybody.
Yeah.
Not just a small few, just like everybody who passed by. They like what I see. Even the ones who was trying to, not look at my like at my spot. They was like, "Yo, man, I know," because they knew they got to come and come check it out. You know what I mean? And you everybody likes a nice timepiece. It's not a lot of people who are not watch lovers. I know it's a small few that's out there.
Yeah.
But for the most part, man, everybody had the exact same mindset, man. Exact same vibe, man. Knock on wood, man. I pray it's actually gonna stay that way. You know what I mean? Because that's the ultimate goal.
Man, the way these things look,
yeah,
that will be. I can expect to see you in a few years.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
On top.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited, man.
Absolutely. All right, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit, man.
Let's do it.
So on this show, we like to play a little game. We call it this or that.
This or that. Okay.
I know you for sure. You got to know a little something about this or that. So if I give you an example, if we were playing a game called this or that, mostly it'll be something like LeBron or Jordan.
Oh man, don't do me like that.
It's gonna be questions like that. Okay. Nah, I'm saying if you want to answer that question, go right ahead. Look in that camera and answer that question. But
I don't even want to answer. My eye closed on that one. I don't know.
Come on, man. Hey, if y'all listening out there, the correct answer to that is LeBron James. All right, man. LeBron James.
Look, he's trying to start a war already.
We got to. Hey, Gary, you think we get a little game show music or a little vibes real quick for this this or that? So I'm gonna start it off a little bit smaller because you're a health guy, right?
Okay.
I see you always in the gym, you working, you doing your thing
all day.
Cardio or strength? What you got? What you gonna do first?
Strength.
Ooh, talk about why.
Basically because if you want to think about walking every single day, you got to have your legs actually be able to walk. Yeah,
that's a fact.
If you want to actually call yourself lifting your kid,
that's a fact.
You need some sort of strength because that boy ain't lightweight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So cardio can get you so far, but listen, you got to have some strength some way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? You got to work at it. You know what I mean? It's a consistent thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got something next up, man. You getting invited to a barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to have on your plate?
What I got to have on my plate?
Got to have this.
At a barbecue?
This Texas barbecue, too.
Gotta be ribs, man.
Gotta be the ribs?
Gotta be the ribs.
Pork or beef?
Pork.
Okay.
Definitely pork.
Gotta have. Man, you got it.
And with the sauce. I gotta have the sauce.
What kind you got the secret sauce or you got the joint that, let's go get that crust?
Some cats got secret sauce, man. But you know what I mean? If I'm gonna go with, same type of sauce, man, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with that honey barbecue, man. That honey barbecue sauce. That's what I need. Okay. That's what I need.
Okay. So just ribs on the plate? Nothing else?
Not just ribs, man.
What else you getting on that thing, bro?
We got some pinto beans.
Okay.
Let's see. Gotta have some greens, man, for the healthy reasons.
Gotta have.
Unfortunately,
gotta have the greens.
Thanks, babe. I know you've been telling me I gotta have greens. I said it. See.
He did.
I said it.
We all heard it. He said the greens on there.
Greens.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be for the most part. I think that's probably a burger here and there. You know what I mean? There's some hot dogs. You gotta have the hot dogs and hamburgers every now and then. But I think that's it. And some barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken, for sure.
And Mama's mac and cheese. I think that's gonna be another one.
Man,
mac and cheese.
Gotta have some good mac and cheese, man.
Yeah, she got this like 6 cheese type of thing, man. Oh my god.
Hey man, chill out, man.
Oh my god.
I ain't eat today, bro. Don't tell me that. I can't.
6 cheese.
Oh man, come on. Golly, man.
6 cheese.
That sounds good. All right, man. So we in Texas. It's hot, man. Hot summer day. Man, you going to a good old baseball game. Baseball game.
Okay.
Rangers, or you gonna check out some soccer. What you got?
Baseball.
Cool, Bill.
Yeah.
You a big Rangers fan?
I'm a big Rangers fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
They going.
Don't get me wrong. I like soccer and I respect soccer.
Yeah.
The more when I was in college, man, I respect those soccer players, man. But if I had, they on a whole nother level, man. They really on another level.
A lot of conditioning.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, yo, I gotta respect y'all on that because y'all running for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Up and down the field. You know
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You're
Kudos
not
to
running,
him,
but you really running. Like you sprinting.
Working, bro. Like
work.
That's a real job.
Yeah.
But good old baseball.
Baseball, man. That's what I grew up on. That's what I know, man. You know what I mean? So that's priority. That's priority number one.
Nice. I don't take you as a Cowboys fan,
Heck
do
no.
I?
Heck no.
We trying our best to keep Cowboy fans out this show, even though y'all support us, we love you, but Cowboy fans. All right, cool. But Mavs doing something right now.
They doing something.
What you think they gonna do, man?
If they take it, they gonna take it. But man, it's one of those type of things, man. It could be anybody's game. It depends on who's clutch that night. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it really could be it could be anybody's game. But we coming strong.
You think they're gonna take that thing?
We might. If Luke do what he do.
Man, who gonna hold Curry?
Curry's Curry, man.
He gonna get him.
He just gonna get him, man. But he ain't gonna be able to hit him all the time. I mean, he might get lucky if he hits some shots. I'm just like, man, I don't know how.
That dude ain't fair, man. And I know my wife probably watching this. She a big Warriors fan, bro, and my mom, they Warriors fan. Like I don't want to say this, but he a monster, bro. Curry is a different breed.
Yeah, man.
And but he's not the best shooter of all time. His name is Ray Allen. And he's an alpha man.
Yes, he is.
All right. Cool, man. So having a good time. Mm-hmm. You in Texas. You vibing out. What's the best concert you ever been to here?
I don't go to concerts, man.
You don't go to concerts?
I don't go to concerts. Honestly, I've probably been to a handful.
Handful alone.
Honestly.
What's your vibe? You ready to go? Get you a cool little spot, drink, chill out.
Yeah, I'm just one of the type of dudes that's just really laid back, man. You know what I mean? Drama free, laid back, just want to chill. You know what I mean? Enjoy life.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I really pre-pandemic, man. I mean, honestly, it's just been taking care of business, and just sitting holding down the household and doing what I do. Pre that, it was just really going to a laid back spot.
Laid back spot.
Yeah.
Love music. Gotta have the music.
Literally had to have the music. You know what I mean? That was my crumping days, man. I was doing my crumping. Crumping a little bit.
The crumping, bro?
The crumping a little bit.
Hey, man, don't tell me we're going to have to get you on camera hitting the crump,
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. No, I don't think I got it in.
There was the Tommy the Clown era.
Yeah,
okay.
that era,
I remember crumping. What was the movie?
It was a
movie.
Rise.
Rise. Yeah, man. Okay, Rise. We watched that joint a few times. Okay. Tommy the Clown and Rise. Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Way back when.
I didn't know you was a crumper, bro.
Oh, man. That was one of them type of days, man. That was my ride or die crew, man. We had a whole crew and everything, bro.
Yeah.
Whole crew.
Oh, man. That's what's up. Speaking of crews. You need help. Your phone on 1%, and you can only call one of your LBs. Which one you gonna call?
Put me in that position.
I got to. Which one of your LBs you gonna call that's gonna come through?
That's gonna come through.
You gonna come through.
Don't say put me in that position. See. Now you gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, they're watching.
They're probably gonna be watching. I know they is. I'll probably say my ace.
Your ace. Shout out to the ace clubs in the world, man.
Yeah, my ace, man. I gotta give it to my ace on that one.
Shout out to the ace clubs of the world.
That's my dog.
Without you, there would be nothing. Yeah, for sure.
That's my ace, man.
He coming through.
I'll give it to him. Yeah, okay. That's no doubt.
That's nice. Man, some of the events that you guys have put on in community service here or in Arlington and the DOW have been of good things. They have been very tremendous in the communities. What's one of your favorite events that you put on?
So now we starting to do this thing called Final Fridays.
Okay.
Shout out to the Arlington Alphas. But basically, man, we're doing a thing where we're actually working out a lot of activities, man. We just got finished doing the March of Dimes.
Yeah.
We do that every single year, which was fantastic. You know, we always try to do some type of fundraise, actually to raise money on a consistent basis. So we're just constantly just doing work for the community.
That's
the focus. That's the number one priority. The next step that we actually got coming up is the banquet, which is going to be, I want to say it's June 6th. Don't hold me to it, but I want to say it's June 6th.
Okay.
But that's going to be the next step where we're actually, you know, fundraising, and then also as well, you know, we're doing the Alpha Ambassador. Okay. So we do that on every single weekend. We actually got that in place. So we're working out in that. That specifically is helping young men become better men. You know what I mean? And
that's high schoolers, right?
High schoolers.
Taking time and spending with them.
That's it.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Love it.
So we constantly rolling, man. We rolling.
Yeah.
And the chapter's just getting better and better by the year. Shout out to New Pi Lambda, Arlington Alphas. That's
yes,
them.
Sir.
That's
Arlington Alphas. Shout out to you guys,
yep,
man.
no doubt, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So how has Alpha been a part of your building of your brand?
Positive. If anything, man, you know, I wanted to get the bros feedback because I know they will be transparent and be honest with me.
Yeah.
And criticize if I got something or I don't.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, I got their feedback, and then I got other customers' feedback.
Yeah.
And everything's been nothing but on a positive direction. And I made sure that I was like, okay, well, before I put anything else out there, what y'all saying about these first thing first?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to make sure that I'm having something here, and, you know, them understanding that and understanding the meeting and understand what I'm actually trying to do.
Yeah.
Is making an impact.
Yeah.
Not only on the community, but onto the work.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
That's major, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Arlington Alphas. Man, keep up the good work that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Right here, man, if you just tuning in on the Phamous Now Show, we're right here with my guy, Mr. Adam Jackson, CEO of Day and Night Watch Company. Adam is a Texan. He's born and raised here in Texas.
Yeah.
Went out to play some football in Kansas, came back home.
Yep.
Went through some struggles to build where he at right now, and built this beautiful watch brand.
Mm-hmm.
What's next, man? What's next for this watch company?
Ooh. We're gonna get some publicity. Publicism, you know what I mean? Getting it on the news, that's probably the next step. Getting on a few more articles.
Yeah.
It's basically, man, I'm just taking it one day at a time, honestly. You know what I mean? And, you know, fortunately, I have a team who is more than happy to actually help me, you know, get to that position, get, you know, scale this position, scale this business, and scale it to a level where I really feel like we could really take over. Yeah. And be bigger than the major brands that's already out there. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's one of those type of things, man. I'm not looking at it more of the watch itself and trying to, you know, get watch collectors and watch lovers, just only that. But I want, you know, this to be more of you understanding why you're looking at Day and Night in the first place when you look at your wrist. Yeah. And making that your number one statement. You know what I mean? Because we all, like I said, we all been through that mission. We all been on that page. We've been through that adversity. We know what it took. To get here. And say, yo, man, this is me. Don't forget where you came from. Every single day, every single night, 24/7, nonstop, we got here. And this is how we got here.
Man, it's major, man.
So that's what Day and Night stands for.
So Day and Night, I love the whole concept.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
I love the concept because that 24 hours, man, everybody has that same 24 hours.
Grind.
And what you put in it,
that's what you're going to get out of it.
That's what you're getting out of it.
Yeah,
man. It's major.
That's it. That's it.
So at what point in time did you learn that, and like what was the driving force?
It was looking at the timepiece. My own personal timepiece. When I started to collect, you know, that's what actually expanded to bringing out the design itself. Yeah. Because you know, I don't know if you know, but I have 76 watches. I got 76.
You got 76 watches.
76 watches. Yeah. So I'm a collector. I ain't gonna lie. So doing that alone, man.
Okay.
It's not just this is more than a hobby. You know what I mean? This is something I love watches, man. I have it from major to micro brands, the small brands like this, man. You know what I mean? And really, I wanted to go with something where my timepieces go with everything I have in my closet. Yeah. And that was the goal. I had to, when my boy was born and COVID kicked off, I was like, okay, I gotta stop. Yeah. I gotta stop. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I started doing that, and then once the pandemic kicked off, man, I was like, sitting there, and I was like, maybe I could start my own business.
So that was the planning phase. Mm-hmm. Pandemic. Even though the pandemic had negative effect around the world, it was some positivity.
Some positivity behind that, man.
Everybody was at home with their families. Yeah. And, they got to actually, you created a business out of it.
Yes, I did. I created a business. Not only that, but I created a garage gym.
Okay.
In my garage. I actually made a full-on facility in my garage. I was like, man, I'm going to bring the gym to me.
That's fire, bro.
And did all that, man. I was doing all that stuff at once, man. Still working on top of that, man. And just, I was hitting it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Before this, it was really going into, I was doing men's clothing. Yeah. And doing the drop shipping game. And that's what really got me into it. Starting off, because I wanted to go towards that direction of just basically doing the drop shipping, going towards that, and see if I got something, and I wanted to do something like for formal and informal clothes, where you got the button up shirts, ties, suits, dress shoes, that kind of situation, and it was positive. And then I slowed down because I was like, okay, man, I like what this is, but I don't love it. Yeah. And so when I sat down and I actually talked to the missus. My wife was like, babe, I don't know why you ain't doing watches. I'm like, watches, huh? Just sitting there, and I'm like, she ain't wrong. She not wrong. And so she's like, you need to go ahead and just go that direction.
I mean, you had 70 watches, bro. Like,
And the first thing she said, she's like, you keep on looking at that same watch. Yeah. She's like, baby, out of all the watches that you have, you always look at
that one means the most.
That one means the most because it got the most bruises, most scratches. That thing is just, it's not ticking. It's just there.
It's there.
It's there, and I wore it every day, every night, man. It just was, and I look at it all the time, and I'm like, yo, man, it just keeps on telling me, yo, man, keep on pushing, keep pushing,
man.
Keep pushing, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And I look at it every single day, and it's still the same reminder.
And so, I respect the fact that you never even tried to go and fix it. Mm-mm. You said something though when you said that. You said it had a lot of bruises on it. It's probably cut up. It's not ticking.
What bones?
Nothing. But you keeping it.
I'm keeping it
because it represents where you came from.
Exactly.
I love that, man. I love that.
Exactly.
So you get to look back every morning. Mm-hmm. That's the grind right
That's
there.
The grind. And so me bringing that to this, that's what I wanted to give to everybody. And that's the reason why I made the prices that I've made them, is because I wanted to give everybody that beneficial where it's actually a layback. Okay. Oh, she was saying that. So she was actually basically saying it was basically giving that capability of giving back and hitting every single economy.
Gotcha.
Of a person and making sure that they actually hit anybody. So that way they can actually have that type of capability.
All right, man. So I can tell you some things. Let's do a small recap of this interview. Yeah. So far I learned that Mr. Jackson came. You don't look like what you came through. You don't look like where you been, but you went off. You left Texas. You left your hometown. Yeah. You went off to go and play football in Kansas. You spent some time away. You came back. Got into a little stuff, little troubles here and there. Some things that potentially could have held you back. Yeah. Spent some time incarceration. You came out of that. You came back. You worked 2 jobs. You bust your butt, work 2 jobs. Even in that process, you found your wife. You moved. You made do. You started to pick up steam. You said you never strayed away from the path you kept. You kept that narrow road. And here you are today.
Yeah.
Without the struggle, there would be no story.
No story.
So, before we end tonight, I really would like for you to look into that camera and tell the entrepreneur that's in vision of this, they're looking at this, they're watching, they're saying, I can do that too. Or something that may have been said tonight may have been inspirational enough to go ahead and push somebody to do exactly what they do.
Yeah. So I would say this. We all are going to be hungry for something. And if you have some type of idea, bring it out. Don't be afraid of the possibilities of something not working or you not being able to afford it. Just say yes and bring it out, because you don't know who is actually going to be able to benefit. There are people who have invented a plethora of things in this world and have done multiple things that are above and beyond our necessities. We're looking at it right now with microphones, with lights, with the shoes that we wear on our feet, heck, the toilet seat. You know what I mean? Stuff like that is brought out because of somebody's idea. And if you're an entrepreneur and you have some idea that's actually something that's going to be unique, bring it out, bring it to the world, so that way everybody can actually be able to see it. And then even if they tell you, nah, man, I don't like that, or saying you fail, you keep on going. That's the key, is you following through and keep on going and not stopping. Not stopping. It's going to be a grind. You know what I mean? That's hence the name. Day and night is going to be a grind to get you to it. You're going to have some type of adversity, but if you bring it out and bring it to the world, man, with God, anything's possible. Anything's possible.
That is real. It's been another great episode of the Phamous Now Show.
Yeah.
Right here with my guy Adam Jackson, CEO of Day and Night Watch Company. Guys, if this wasn't inspirational, then I need for you to run it back and watch it over and over again.
No.
This is a story that's gonna go on in history. And I'm very grateful for you to take this opportunity to come out and sit and converse with me, man.
Man, I appreciate
that, man. I appreciate that, man.
I appreciate that, dog.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no doubt.
This has been another episode of Phamous Now. You know what to do. Look to your neighbor. Tell them, stay famous.
Stay famous.